What's up, everyone? Today's video, we're going to be doing a student interview of our boy Nono. We're just going to start off this video by asking him uh, how he started and a little bit about himself. So just go ahead whenever you're ready.
So really the way I started was I tried to get an AirPod vendor and I got scammed about 4 or 5 times. I got scammed out of around 100. And then that's when I came across Ale, and then I got my first sale because I finally found a vendor from Ale. So I got my very first sale for some AirPod Maxes. I bought it for 100 and I resold it for 300. After I did that, I invested into cologne, and then after that, Ale taught me product research on how I can actually find a product, find a trending and in-demand product. Because Ale taught me that it's all about how you how you market your product, find exactly what product people want and when they want it. It don't matter what season it's in, you got to know exactly what to sell. And yeah, that's how it all started. Thanks to Ale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My next question is what were you doing before my mentorship? Did you either have a job you're working on or a source of income before that? What was your
So really, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur in a way. Like before this, I was doing window washing, so I would get like little business cards and hang those things on those doors. And I was doing that with my friend. I was washing out garbage cans. I was doing what's it called, pressure washing. I was just doing all that type of jobs, like summer jobs. And then really, I ended up losing all my money trying to day trade. And once I lost that, I came across reselling, but I couldn't find like a reliable person like that was a reseller that would actually hook me up with a good vendor and give me the rundown on everything. So before that, yeah, I was just doing summer jobs.
Got you. That's really cool. Um, Another really important question I have is where did you see my mentorship first, or how did you come across my page?
I was just scrolling and I saw people in your comments saying you were legit. And I was like, damn, I might actually have a chance. Like, I'd actually trying to find somebody because literally I was going back to back to back in a bunch of resellers' DMs. Nobody was responding, or I'd get an AI message. And then that's when you hit me back. We set up that call. And then, yeah, really, I just saw your page and I felt like it was just meant to be, really.
Yes, sir. A question I have, and I bet a bunch of the people watching have, is how much money you're currently making? Because you've been a part of my mentorship for about 4 months now, and yeah, how much would you say you're making?
So I ended up doing Gumroad and then I got banned on there. But instead of just saying stuff, I can show people my stats just from this month starting. Let's see.
Sir.
All right. So here, let me show you. So May 5th, I got my very first deposit. Not my very first, but for just for this month, for an example, which was 6,500. Then I got my second one, which is supposed to land tomorrow, which is 5,200. Then my next one's supposed to land for 1,800.
Dang.
But as far as now, so that's just off this month, and I'm already up 12 bands. Last month was a little bit rough. I had to switch websites. I was kind of learning the algorithm a little bit more, and that's when me and you were hopping on a lot of calls. Last month, I only was able to hit around like 15K, but this month I plan on hitting around 30.
Dang, 30K in just 3 months of my mentorship. That sounds crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Would you feel like anything changed? Is there anything that you're able to do now that in the past, before you started my mentorship, you feel like you weren't able to do? Whether that be going out to eat with your family, buying whatever you wanted. Is there?
Bro, 100%. Like, before me and you started locking in, like, I was not comfortable with the camera, and then you just made me break it. Like, you broke it to me, like, you got to get comfortable with the camera or you're never going to be able to get to the next level. And then that's when that finally happened. Now I got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and yeah, just for Mother's Day, I have a video about it. I took my mom out, I got her flowers, I gave her $400 cash, and yeah, it was a great feeling. And it's awesome to know that that all came from you being able to actually help me.
Starting reselling, other people say it's really hard. If you just had to give them a piece of advice to start, if they're 90% wanting to start, but there's that 10% holding them back, if you had to explain that 10% and why they shouldn't be scared to start, how would you explain that?
Cause it's not, you don't gotta be some, like, a lot of people think you gotta be like some superhuman or understand the craziest method, but it's literally just following a blueprint. So I would say for sure, get yourself a mentor. You really do need a mentor because you're not gonna know the blueprint, and it's gonna take you at least 6, 7 months of just trial and error, trial and error. But like when I got the mentorship off Ale, it was like I basically paid to get 7 months of my time back, and then within the next month I made my money back times like 5 times 10. So I would say get a mentor for sure. That's the top thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Time back onto that. Were you scared to start my mentorship, or what was that thought process?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I never met you before, everything like that. I've been scammed in the past. I didn't know what to think. But after that first call, I just got really comfortable because you really broke everything down. And then just on our first call, it was like you kind of like ran circles around my brain, like, because I didn't really understand everything about reselling. So I was super scared, but the trust just started coming. And it's not even about the trust, it's just taking the risk because it's either now or never. And you end up having to take the risk a year down the road. So when the time comes, just take it. But yeah, I was scared, but I had to do it.
Got you. So you think it was the trust between me and you and that connection that we had that helped you to commit to starting?
Yeah, and I just failed so much. It was just time to take the risk for sure.
Got you. If there was people that are feeling that same feeling and they're scared to start, and maybe whether it be like the risk of starting, or even just like it's their first time, what's some advice you'd give them then?
Um, I would say be consistent, honestly. I would say just be consistent and take the risk 100%. Once you take that risk, know in your brain that you're a very strong person and just take yourself to that next level and don't be afraid of anything. Like the no fear is really what got me here.
100%, bro. And then out of this entire mentorship, what would you say is like your favorite part that's helped you scale the most, or even just become the most successful, or that you've liked personally?
The content, bro. Like being able to scale my Instagram to just so much, my TikTok, my YouTube to 1,000 followers. It's just all been crazy. Like it's been something I never even thought would happen. That's my favorite part is the social media. Like just being able to have that much engagement. People really like me a lot.
Yes, sir. And then being genuine, out of 10, if you would have to give a rating on my mentorship so far in the couple of months that we've been together through this, what would the rating you be give, and why would you say that?
Honestly, I could only say 10, and that's just because any problem I ever had, I was literally one phone call away. Called you, you were there to help me. With video guides, whether it be FaceTime calls, just step by step, whatever you needed to send me, anything.
100%. And then it's kind of something funny, but how many calls do you think we do a day, and how many calls do you think we do a week? Just so we can get like a
Super, it'll be kind of different sometimes, like, because sometimes, you got to go for 3 days and then you'll have a problem. But sometimes, like, you have one problem one day and then through that whole day, you keep having problems. So, like, sometimes I'll be telling you, like, I'm not trying to bug you or nothing. But then I'll end up calling. I would say averagely a week, really probably like averagely only like 3 or 4.
got
It's
you.
just doing my own type of grinding. As long as I grind by myself, because I'm not a handout person. I don't need to call you all day for this and that and this and that. I want to make sure I get 100 tasks done and then call you. My bad. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. The last bit before we finish this up is like, what would you recommend to people, whether it be starting as a reseller, as a day trader, or anything? What's 3 tips that you would give them to help just start? Because for me, the biggest thing was just taking action. But I personally want to hear from you, and I bet a lot of other people watching this video too. So, what is your 3 biggest tips that you'd give someone starting?
I would say the very first one is probably definitely just go through trial and error. Like a lot of people try to skip it, try to be scared of it. Don't be scared of it. That trial and error is what's gonna build you, and every time you fail is just gonna get you a step closer to what you're looking for. And then I would say the next thing is consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Every single day you gotta get better. Every single day you should be fighting to do better than you did the day before. And then the third thing is just try to find either build with a friend, find somebody you trust, and because it's way easier when you're going through it with somebody, because if you're just by yourself, you're going to start to have self-doubt, you're going to hate yourself for a long time. But if you're going through it with somebody else and you guys are all failing at once, it'll make it way easier.
Yeah, 100%. And then this last thing before we finish up the call, if you had to pick one thing that I've taught you throughout this entire mentorship that helped you the most, whether it be the 2x method or just how I can help you boost your social media, what do you think it would be?
um the social media, bro, because to be honest, like, if I sell on any marketplace, if I can't get something sold, which rarely happens after what you taught me, if I can't get something sold, as soon as I post a picture on my Instagram, Snapchat, anything like that, it'll get sold in a split second. And if I didn't have that skill that you taught me, I would not be able to do it that fast.
100%. All right, well, I super appreciate your time here, and I bet everyone watching this video does as well. I just want to say thank you so much for investing your time into me. And what would you say to the people watching this video right now as their next step should be to either be starting or even just beginning their journey as a reseller?
I mean, I kind of said it. Take the risk, get a mentor, and trial and error, really. But definitely, I would say definitely take the risk and get a mentor. Those two things right there.
All right, for sure. I mean, y'all heard it from him. Join the mentorship, learn from the best, and become the best. If you guys want to start, just DM me the word mentor, and I'll get you guys right, just like I did my boy. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and let's get this bag up.
Yes, sir.